Link up with Eshomo Moimodu to Adeoye in our Abuja studio for the conversation around the realignments and developments we are seeing in our political space leading up to the 2027 election. Good morning, guys. Handing over the conversation to you now.
Good morning, Veronica. It's good to hear from you.
Exactly.
I see you are chilly this morning.
Yes, it's raining.
My favorite time of the year.
The political rain is pouring down from Delta and across Nigeria. Exactly. And also it's raining here in Abuja.
Well, as you can see, showers of blessings. So let's expect...
The heat must have reduced.
Well, you have confirmed it already. Good morning, Nigerians, and it's good to have you join us on this segment of the program from Abuja. As the 2027 general election draws closer, Nigeria's political landscape is witnessing a fresh wave of defections, a trend that could reshape not just the parties involved, but also the future of national development. Across the country, key political figures are switching allegiances, citing reasons ranging from ideological shifts to internal party crisis. Analysts say this realignment could have profound implication for policy continuity, governance stability, and ultimately national growth. However, what the political landscape is witnessing is more than just routine political movements. Rather, it is a strategic repositioning ahead of the 2027 election cycle. Just this week, several heavyweight politicians, including governors, former senators, and former vice presidential candidate of the PDP in the 2023 presidential election, announced their defection from their former party. The PDP is shaking up established alliances in Delta State.
Now, some defectors are arguing that they are motivated by principle, but critics point out that political survival and personal ambition often play a larger role. It is also believed that when politicians defect frequently without ideological basis, it undermines institutional stability. Development plans are often abandoned midway, and governance becomes driven by short-term political interests rather than long-term national goals. For voters, the wave of defections raises key questions. Will these realignments bring better governance or simply recycle old political players under new banners? And as 2027 approaches, will the electorate reward loyalty or change? To help us further understand the principles and ideologies behind defections within the political space and its implications on policies and national development, we have the National Coordinator, PDP Youth Frontier, Usman Okai Austin, who is live in the studio with us. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me. Good morning, Nigeria.
Good morning.
Yeah, the talk of town now is defection. The PDP umbrella is leaking and the APC broom is sweeping everything in. You're from the PDP. How do you feel that your party is hemorrhaging now?
Yes, there's a problem which nobody will wave it aside with a mere political talk. But that is not an end. You know, just as it was announced by the PDP NWC meeting about the decamping of the governor of Delta State, it is not new. And I said it while I appeared here last week, that there's nothing new, there's nothing strange in the big wig decamping. But what is more important is what are the people saying? How popular is the decamping? If you observe the Delta State, I can tell you authoritatively, yes, there's a problem within the PDP, but Delta is not among the big states that anybody can even count on to become a president. So the issue of Okai or the Governor Sheriff decamping shouldn't be given much more attention. And if I'm the president or even the party that is enjoying these people, they have to be very, very careful of it again. You remember in the last election, Okai was a running mate of Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. Even as a sitting governor, the Labour Party won that state. The presidential election. I'm sure you are aware of that. So even at that, the Labour Party that won, the Labour Party was not able to even be declared the real winner of the last election. Okai couldn't deliver his own state for his own election. So the issue of Okai and the sheriff decamping shouldn't be over-exaggerated. There's nothing new about that. The party will come out of it. Just as Saraki said, and I've said it before, Those who want to leave can leave now. Let the party regroup itself, put its house together, and see the next step to take. It may not be about 2027 election, but something may happen before then. And it can even be, and I said it before that, the remnant can also join coalition if possible. It all depends. At the time, there's still time. There may not be time, there's still time. So the campaign is not new.
You are saying that there's nothing to worry about, and yet almost on a daily basis we see people leaving the PDP and it's almost becoming a shadow of itself. And yet we are yet to see the party, hold any major meeting to calm frayedness or, talk to aggrieved members involved. When are we likely to see a meeting?
There was a meeting yesterday at the PDP Wadata Plaza. And just as I said, this movement from one party to another is happening in the southern part of the country. And that shows that the politics of the coming 2027 may not be about PDP and APC. It may be about a particular region against another region. I don't know if you get it now. And when the big wigs are moving and the policy is not okay with the commoners, then the president should be afraid of the movement of the people. I told you, I said it before, Obi did what he done in the last presidential election without even a sitting House of Rep member. So Nigeria's political orientation is changing. The citizens are getting wiser politically. And some of these big wigs you are calling, the time they come, they may not be able to even deliver their polling unit. I don't know if you get it now. So it's not about the big wigs, it's not about the people moving, it is about the ordinary citizens of the country. How are they feeling about the impact of the government?
But you're saying that the campaign is happening just in the south. You have seen movement also in the north, from the NNPP to the APC, not necessarily from the PDP.
There's one thing with politics. Where I am a king, and if Okai is coming there, more powerful than I do, or more stronger than I do, I may not likely work under him. And in this game of political mathematics, what we should be afraid of is how committed are the current APC members from the other regions. You say NNPP are going. Okay, what of the APC people in the north? Okay, how committed are they to the party? So I'm afraid of a member of a party who will not leave the party and work against the party.
Now let's look at from what you have said. There are some dynamics that's on ground now. You said it's likely going to be one region versus the other region.
Yes.
But other political analysts look at it this way, that the president is rallying his base because he's primarily from the south.
Good.
Now, ahead of 2027, he's bringing in the south to be solid behind him. Mm-hmm. Then the factor in 2023 that you needed the north desperately, it's still there, you will need the north. But if you have the south supporting you, unlike in 1999, the south didn't support President Obasanjo. Mm-hmm. It was the north that gave him all the victory. Yeah. But this time around, this president is going to the next election with a solid base. And if you have a sitting president that has a base, his own base supporting him, it's like a walkover. Don't you think so?
I disagree with you because he won through the northern support. And that's why the north...
And he has not lost the north. Okay. He's bringing the south.
One of the key men, his Ackerman, the promoter of even this Muslim ticket, the one who insisted, who stood on his ground that the president must go to the southern part, is Malam Nasiru El-Rufai. No, he's one of them in their primary. If you observe, Yabelo was there. El-Rufai was among the governors who insisted that the south-northern rotation must be respected. Even when some key northerner already APC announced Ahmed Lawal, the then Senate president, as a consensus candidate. Abla Adamu has to be called back again because of one thing or the others, which you and I know very well. So it is beyond the southern. Can the southern zone alone make President Tinubu win the coming 2027? Is beyond that. What is their voting power? Is beyond that. So I am not saying that the North shouldn't support him. Personally, my political view, I believe the southern region should be allowed to complete their eight zone. So if the coalition comes, they should go to southern zone part to have their candidate. If PDP is not going to join the coalition, they should go to the southern part to have their... Let the southern part be allowed to complete their 8 years. So for the sake of national unity, for the sake of national cohesion, and for the sake of the relationship between the North and the South. That is the fact. But saying that the Delta State which has gone, or any other state that may likely join the wave of the campaign from the southern part, is enough to make President Tinubu win the 2027 election. It's far from it. Because I said it before, we should be careful of what happened in obedient movement. The coming 27 may not be about obedient movement. It may be something bigger. It may be something similar. It may be something completely different. But what are the people saying? If you look at the media, the APC big week are celebrating it. The APC in Delta, the Keyamo welcomed him. He described the governor as the leader of APC to take charge. But what did Ovia Magege say? You heard what Ned Moko told him. Say, don't bring that your PDP habit to APC. There's a crack on the wall there. The Omagogo said that he welcomed him to the party. That is okay. But do they recognize him as the leader of the party? It's another thing. And how popular is this governor? He's not among the popular governors in the southern region. I am not saying he has no political value. He has. A governor is not a small person to be undermining it. And saying that there's no crisis in PDP, that means I'm lying. We are having a big problem. And I'm sure the party will come out of it. But naming big names in politics, the time has come that the impact they may have may be lesser as we expected.
All right, we'll continue the conversation, but that will be right after this short break. Don't go anywhere. We have more for you on the program. We're glad to have you back. You're still watching TVC Breakfast, and we're live from our Abuja studio. We're still discussing realignment and regrouping ahead of the 2027 election, and we still have with us the national coordinator of the PDP Youth Frontier, Usman Okai Austin. Now, you said I'd like to draw you to what a statement made by Hakim Baba Ahmed, who said from the Northern Elders Forum. He said Nigeria's presidency cannot be won without the North's support. Do you sort of agree with him? Because before we went on the break, you said the Southern regrouping does not really have any real influence on what would determine anybody winning the 2027 election. Now, do you agree that the North still holds the power to win elections?
1999, Obasanjo was made president by the Northern power, the Northern support. That is the reality. Jonathan was made president by the Northern support. And when the North said it is time for him to return the power back to the North, that he only to complete the late Yar'Adua attempts, he insisted on contesting, and that is what led to the betrayal, political backstabbing, I don't know you get it now, coalition and measures of what led to APC. I don't know you get it now. But Hakim said that, and that is the reality. But that does not mean the entire North is against the president. He has his support base. He still has some governors pledging their loyalty to him. I don't know you get it now. He has his ministers across 36 states. He has the senators of APCs that are still there. I don't know you get it now. And if you look at the North, it's only the NNPP, it's only Senator Kawu of Kano State that even, and in the history of the National Assembly, it's difficult when you decamp for you to even come back. When Saraki left, they left APC and massed to PDP. None of them won their re-election. I don't know you get it now. So that is not as, it's a bit inconsequential. Hakim is correct. You can't win the Nigerian presidency without the Northern support because of the population base. The vote coming from the Northwest alone is more than the entire Southern region combined together. I'm talking of only Northwest. We're not talking of the North Central. We're not talking of the Northeast. So you can't undermine that region. And I'm not saying the president is undermining the region. The angle the Hakim is speaking from, we are yet to understand because he's part of them. He just resigned recently. I don't know you get it now. I was expecting him not to even take that appointment with the role he was playing as the leaders of the Northern Elders Forum. He took the appointment. I think he was smoked out or he was not given the necessary privileges of what he wanted, and he resigned. Those are not what we are talking about. We are talking of ordinary citizens on the road, ordinary citizens on the street. What are they saying? Of the northern regions, what are they saying? Is the North secure now than Buhari? Is the North economy doing better now than Buhari? These are the indices that will be put in place at the times of election, not what the elders say. I'm talking as a youth, and I'm talking as a Northerner.
I like that perspective, and also another perspective I want us to take a look at is the Nigerian people, the voters. Now, oftentimes we look at political parties. In Nigeria, we don't have members of political parties. We have Nigerian voters. I'm not sure we have a huge number of Nigerians that have registered as card-carrying members of political parties. So, but we have a lot of Nigerians who are not members of parties, and they're like free agents. They can vote for
PVC
whoever.
holders.
Yes, PVC holders, not political parties. Yes. So if we're looking at the 2027 election, is it possible? Because we kept on talking about the need for the opposition, but in these times, opposition is weakened. Can we have the Nigerian voters now begins to move in such a way that they can generate an opposition to whatever government that is in power, whether it is APC, whether it is PDP, whether it is Labour?
Yes, and that's why I said what the president should be afraid of is the movement of the people. If you look at the obedient movement, a son had a strong disagreement with his father, and he went to the polling unit to demonstrate that disagreement. This is what we should be afraid. I contested for the Federal House of Reps. I was not declared. And I know what it is for your own leaders of a party to work against their own candidate. And that is why I said, forget about the big names. Look at the modes of the people, the ordinary citizens, the PVC holders who are not. 70% of the voters in Nigeria are not members of any political party. Yeah. And as long as, and even those that are registered members of any political party do not take political party as a religion. Their commitment to the political party they belong to depends on the position you are holding or what you are getting from the power that be. So what are the reactions of these people? Their judgment will be based on economy and security. Is Nigeria safe today? Are we secure than before? Is the economy doing better? Is the policy of the president yielding result? Okay, should we give this man more times? These are what will be considered as at that time, not the one the leaders are talking. Forget what the northern elders are saying. Forget what the southern leaders are saying. Forget what the traditional rulers are saying. Some of them cannot even come to the polling unit. It is the youth of this country that decide who should be. And time is coming that the youth will realize the power they have. Because look at people like Baba Ahmed Hakim. He's now in his own elderly position. You can't plan my own tomorrow because they were the one that planned the current reality we are facing today. So they should allow us to decide our future. And saying that the opposition is weak, no, I disagree with you. Ideally, this should be the time for Nigerians to question Mr. President, compare his policy with his manifesto.
And also question the opposition. What are you doing?
No, there's what opposition told you, don't vote for this man. You voted for him. You are facing the reality. Leave opposition out of it. Yes, it is opposition right to question the government in power when doing well or what not. But not only opposition. During the Jonathan, we're having so many civil society groups. They are more powerful than the opposition, a political party. Because if I speak now, the President Tinubu is not doing well. You say, oh, this is talking because he's a member of PDP. But if I speak as a civil society group with unbiased mind, you will listen to my assessment. What are they saying? What is Labour saying? They come and issue a statement. They go back. I don't know you get it. And the strike is not even yielding any result. Okay, what are the ASU, academic staff and non-academic staff of Polytechnic University College of Economics, what are they saying? What are the religion leaders saying? It's also very important. We shouldn't narrow down the duty of checking the governance or the government in power to only opposition by saying PDP is weak, Labour Party is weak, oh, for that the APC should have it way. No, what of the civil society?
Well,
I don't know you get it now. So the duty of calling the government in power to question is a right of every citizen, including you and I as a media.
Speaking of calling the government to question, people would say this realignment and regrouping of politicians, isn't it a bit too early? Isn't it distraction from real governance at the moment?
It is a reality. And that's why I say we shouldn't reduce governance to mere decamping. Leaving PDP to APC, leaving APC to PDP, and leaving ordinary Nigerians on the street to be suffering. The president needs to explain to Nigeria what his policies, is he achieving. And it is that based on that Nigerians should decide either he should continue his second term or not who decamping, who is not decamping. These people decamping are decamping to cement their power. I don't know if you get what I'm saying, but and that is the reality. You hear somebody like Okai say he's joining APC to connect Delta State to the federal. When President Tinubu was the governor of Lagos, he was a super governor. He one of the opposition figure who dared the most powerful president then, President Olusegun Obasanjo. And the President Tinubu's steadfastness in opposition leads to where we are today, having APC against PDP. I don't know you get it. And I don't think the president like that will discourage people being in opposition. These are just the mere excuses they are giving.
No, Austin, that brings...
I don't speak for him. I'm not a member of his party. I don't know you get it now. So nobody will say Tinubu. Tinubu was ruling Lagos. And he dared the president then. He even announced some local government. He went ahead and they are still implementing some of those local government up to date. Okay. I don't know. They withheld his allocation. He governed the state with eternal generated revenue. They said like Delta State is an oil-rich state. What are you connecting with that?
Now you have identified certain individuals that can galvanize. Yes. Because no matter how you have the people as a voice for an election, you need a platform. Yes, and that is where political parties come in. That's correct. You talked about President Tinubu when he galvanized the opposition, even as a governor in Lagos State and a federal government that is PDP. I also know in your party, for instance, there used to be a man by name Tony Anene, who was called Mr. Fix Things. What is happening in PDP today? Why is it difficult after he left this world? You've not been able to have a rallying figure of that capacity, because if APC is sweeping in everybody now into APC, and the alternative, because the voice of the people, like we said, will be rallied by the party, the PDP seem not to have a figure that can whip everybody into line. So what is the hope for the alternative to ordinary Nigerians? The Labour Party is in crisis. So what is the hope?
Remember, Obi left PDP few days to the primary election. He adopted a political party. And that can happen anytime, anywhere. I don't know you get it now. Forget about political party. When people made up their mind, they can use any platform. There is no opportunity for an independent candidate in Nigeria. Therefore, I agree with you totally that there must be a platform for you to go into the power. And the issue of Tony Anene, PDP, if PDP should be human being, should have been dead and buried by now. Because it is one of the political parties that has suffered betrayal, backstabbing, and abandoned. All the people that he made has abandoned the party. The like of
Olusegun, it has abandoned itself.
No! The like of Olusegun Obasanjo. Ordinarily, the PDP said, a former president, the constitution said that a former president should assume as a BOT chairman. I don't know you get it now. We were expecting Obasanjo to be BOT chairman down to that Jonathan. By now, Jonathan, what was Jonathan's commitment to PDP when he lost the power? Zero. What was Obasanjo after he brought in Yar'Adua? Zero. I don't know you get it now. And almost all the key who is who today that are going to be APC. And if the time is coming, if care is not taken, the founding member of APC will even be edged by the PDP member. The founding member of APC will be edged by the PDP member with this movement of the opposition into the APC, and that is not too good for our democracy. I don't know you get it now, because even the president will not like it. It leads to internal replusion, and the primary election will be difficult. Well, who is in APC? They won't get what at the end of it. But it is easy in the ruling party. The president can promise you ambassador who will reject the president's offer. I don't know you get it now. Oh, Mr. Amodu, you say that you are not going to support the governor of your state. Well, I'm a president and commander-in-chief. I still want you to remain. Oh, Mr. President, thank you. I'll see what I can do. Then tomorrow they have a board appointment, they have an ambassador appointment. They can even give you a contract. They can even empower you without giving you any appointment. The federal government has that capacity. So I am not surprised at what is happening at the ruling party. I will give kudos to APC if after they lose power and they survive this movement. Well, I don't know if PDP has once enjoyed this. I was there. We have been a ruling party. We are now in minority. We are the most experienced political party in Nigeria. APC has never tested opposition. So it's not yet jolly. No, they were in opposition before they won. No, there were different splitters, ACN, CPC, and ANPP.
That's quite interesting. Well, Nasir El-Rufai seems to be taking a bold new part ahead of the 2027 election. His move has shaken up things politically and maybe even set off a chain of reaction. What do you predict about his own movement?
It's still part of the problem we are having. I hold Malam Nasir El-Rufai with high respect. I was with him at the formations of APC. I don't know you get it now. I was among those people who drafted the constitution under Bisi Akade and co of APC before I joined the PDP. So there's nothing new about it. You can't be. The question is simple. is it these same people who lead us to where we are? Now, how are we sure they are the Messiah we are looking for? I don't know you get it now. I know the role last year if I played, other Yaradua. Even when they accused his wife of hijacking the man is dead long, his wife hid him and co. I knew when he wanted to, there was in our party then that Jonathan was supposed to make him minister of power, and Jonathan did not. I don't know you get it now. The whole hell was let loose. I don't know you get it now with so many accusations, this and this, Jonathan killing the Northerner, funding Boko Haram to reduce the population of the North. So many conspiracy theory that led to what they call APC, the amalgamations of ACN, CPC, and AMPP. Isn't it? Now, with Tinubu, you brought in Buhari. The Northern economy was not doing well. As at that time, from Abuja to Kaduna, you can't even travel on the road. You can't even travel on the road. I don't know you get it now. Katsina, President Tinubu, President Muhammad Buhari is sitting president. His own emir of Dara was kidnapped. I don't know you get it now. So the Northern economy was in chaos. The security was bad. Nothing was. Now we think that we should have a new faces that will lead us in the new generation into the fight against the older generation. I don't know you get it now. Now the CRFI was invited for National Assembly to be interviewed. He was embarrassed. He was not given a ministerial appointment. Some say that is why he's angry. Some say that is why he's not angry. Okay, what happened? You insisted that the power must go to the south. And the power is in the south now. Is it because Ervai was betrayed or not? There are some explanation that he needs to give to some younger generation to understand what exactly. Not just wake up and say, you move, we'll begin to move. Tomorrow, you move, we'll begin to move. Hey, Mr. Man, let's move. Next move. We keep doing the same thing. The coming of the Muhammad Buhari Ervai usher in, he played a vital role. The victory of President Tinubu Ervai played a vital role. And now the same Ervai say that these people are still not good. That is okay. He knew them more than I do. But how are we sure the next person is likely bring? There will still not be crisis. Is it how we'll be running this rat race? Okay. I don't know you get it now. So there's more confusion on ground. I saw him, he adopted the SDP as but we don't know whether the SDP is a coalition or not. There's a bit confusion. I don't know you get it now.
Okay, now, let's quickly move to this other issue. There's an institution that is very, very key, despite the alignment and realignment, that is INEC.
Yes.
Now, what type of reforms are we expecting ahead of 2027 that you think can change? INEC is already proposing that we might not even use the PVC. Now, what type of reform can be the game changer?
Maybe your age now, your birth certificate should be enough to qualify you as a citizen of a country. I don't know you get it now. When machine is not working, with people are testifying that, Mr. Imodu, you are from this polling unit, then the officer should allow you to vote. It's part of the reform. I don't know you get what I'm saying. So only God knows. But the problem is there's a big distrust between the citizens and the electoral umpire. So instead of INEC working on a reform, I think INEC should work on itself. Let there be distrust between Nigerians and the INEC. I don't know you get that because the agency is seen as very corrupt and fraudulent organization. I am not saying that. I don't know you get it now, but I am a politician and I'm on ground and I'm one of their victims. So what are the relationship between INEC and Nigeria? Do Nigeria believe in INEC? So there is a distrust between Nigerians and the system. And we must work on that. No. I don't know you get it now. We must work on that. We must work on that.
Let's close this conversation by saying, beyond the PDP, do you think parties like Labour Party and SDP have what it takes to take over power from
unless
APC?
there is a strong coalition, a coalition of all these minorities, it will still repeat the same thing. We'll split our vote and the ruling party will take advantage of it.
All right.
I don't know you get it now. So we must have, if we must be serious against 2027, we must adopt a political party as an opposition.
All right. Thank you so much.